Hey, it's Ubu, and today we're playing the playtest for a game called About Fishing. It's developed by the Water Museum and published by Playtest, and you can find the game on Steam. And if you're not familiar with my channel, at the end of the video, I will review the game, share my general thoughts, give it my final judgment, and I will have timestamps in the description. I've been following this developer on Twitter for a while, watching them develop this game and upload screenshots of it, and I've been very interested in playing it. The game comes from their love of Shenmue and Sega bass fishing, which sounds pretty cool, but I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about the game and we'll get started. Cast your line into calm waters and feel the quiet pull beneath the surface. Each cast brings rewards, but some things you reel in were never meant to be found. Now that you know what the game is about, we'll go ahead and get started. This is more of a mystery game than horror, but it should be a good time. So we'll go ahead and hit start and see what's up. So start game. What the heck? How is that possible? This looks really cool. Some hiccups here and there. It's kind of hitching a little bit. I was gonna say, is she a mermaid? She was. Cool. Oh no. Don't take the bait. Don't do it. Am I playing the game now, or do we just still kind of... Oh no. The fish committed. You did not. Fish committed. You did not. Cause so maybe I am playing. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I'm not sure what I pressed, but I'm gonna try. Okay. Okay. I see. I see. We're learning. We're learning. No problem. All right. Come on, get it, so we can progress. There we go. Rotate the fish towards you using the mouse. Like this. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. I'm trying. I see, I see. Okay. The fish getting bigger? What's going on? I'm not doing a good job at this. Ow! No! Why is this game struggling so much? Why am I struggling so much? Dang it. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. We did it! Yay! Okay. What am I doing? Wow, look at this game, y'all. This looks really cool. Okay, I guess we'll just move on. I don't know why I'm getting those, like, big hiccups, like frame drops, but maybe they'll smooth out. Oh my goodness. That fish in your hand. Can I hold it? Okay. Butterfly of the sea. Amazing.
These little fellas don't usually care about hooks. I've lost whole afternoons trying to get one just to look at me.
That's probably how he talks.
Oh, not me. My hook. Old buddy of mine, though, we couldn't catch anything else. Ever. Drove him crazy. Started just swallowing these guys whole. Said it saved him time.
It doesn't look like the kind of fish he would eat. Maybe that's just me, but...
How did he catch this? Tell me, please.
Patience. A mermaid left it for me. Only we know that. It's interesting that the character would know that. I don't know. Patience.
Right. Would you like a curly fry?
I like curly fries, yeah.
Ruined my appetite. These are the best kind. I love the ones with the slight orange hue. Would you like one?
Yes.
Our hands are a bit ripe with fish at the moment. So why don't you put it away in my tackle box here? Then go out and catch a few more.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Let's stick them right here. All right, left mouse button is to select item. Right mouse button is to equip item. And space is to rotate. And then delete item. Whoa, this is cool. I guess these are like notes or something that we collect. Okay.
Once it's all filled, we can wrap up here. Wrap on up here. Maybe wash our hands. Then eat these curly fries.
It's raining. They're getting wet. Stop it. Cover them up. They're going to get soggy. And your radio is going to malfunction. Okay, so we catch some more fish. Whoa, cool. I like this. I don't know. Let's just throw one out here and see what's out here. Well, there's no fish here, but I do see one over there on the left. Okay. I didn't see him before. Let's check it out. Yeah. That was kind of a bad cast. That's a big fish. It's like a red snapper. Does he see it? If I wiggle it, he'll see it. Let's just recast. I'm gonna have to get used to how you reel fish in, because I didn't do a pretty good, very good job with that before, but just starting out, so. All right, we need to rotate them towards us. Okay, got it. Hey, we did it. Look at that. I just really like how this game looks. Okay.
Yep. That's another fish. You feel like you handled it with care? I watched you catch it.
Yes.
Regardless, into the box. Other guy's waiting.
Okay, does it take up 2 slots, or does it need to be in the big slot? Oh, I see. 3 slots. Okay. There's a red snapper. Okay. $60.
Do you believe fish feel pain?
I'm sure they do. Yes, I do.
Honestly, I am not sure.
I think we tell ourselves that just so we don't feel so bad, but I mean, pretty much anything that bleeds or lives feels pain in some way.
One fish closer.
Okay. Fish have this weird anatomy that they don't like express pain like we do, other than like flopping around, obviously, but they don't have like a face necessarily that's like ow or a voice. Maybe I'm overthinking that, but I would definitely say they feel pain. I think I see a fish over there. Uh-oh, uh-oh, we got a current here. Oh, no. I don't know how we're supposed to get that one. It's like a pike. Oh, look at that. I wrapped it around the rock right here. Maybe I can do that over there. Okay. Maybe like this. I missed. Dang it. Alright, let's keep trying. Okay. Maybe like right here. Dang it! There's probably other fish, but I want to see if I can get this to work. Here we go, here we go. Looks like we got it where I wanted it, but now we got to get him to take a bite. He's suspicious. Rightfully so. Come on. Turn around. Oh, man. I couldn't get him. Ah, sorry about that. Forgot to tell you. When fighting these bigger fish, be mindful of your line. The more you pull or the more he jumps, the more tense your line becomes. It'll start making noises and turning red until the line snaps. So quit reeling for a moment to give the line some slack. Otherwise, you'll lose the fish. This one might be really tricky, y'all, because the current might be giving it more tension as well, so... We'll try again, see how it goes. Oh, he didn't notice that time. Hey! Look over here! Alright. So, we have to kind of let him maybe tire out a little bit. I'm not sure. Oops, I panicked. Also having, you know, my line around this rock probably doesn't help, but... Just a bit of a relaxing game. We're just hanging out, fishing. If this doesn't work this time, we'll move on to a different area. Dude. He is just wrapping it around. Oh no. Get back here. I gotta watch the color of the line. Can't get him to turn around. There we go. Alright, here he comes. Maybe he'll do it for us. Turn around. I feel like he just got bigger. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Alright, we unwound ourselves a little bit now. No, 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 no. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. No! There we go. Hey, we got him. Alright. That took some finagling, but we got it. This atmosphere is really cool, too. I like the rain a lot. Rain in video games is one of my favorite things ever. I just really like it. Sound of the waterfall was nice, too. Another one. Feels like the fish are coming to you now. Ha! Like they want to tell you something. Sorry, my voice went out there. It's a rainbow trout. Oh, I thought it was a pike. Okay. They are waiting. Can I eat them now? Not letting you eat these curly fries until the box is full. Oh, I thought he said I needed like one more. I guess I misunderstood. Was this here before? I must be blind, or I don't remember there being a little dock here. Interesting. Oh, look at this thing. I wouldn't know what I would call this. Like a tilapia or something? It's not a tilapia, but... he is not interested. So we can right-click to kind of wiggle it. But I don't think he likes this. Oh, here we go. There we go. To me! Oh, gotta let go. Turn around. I can see what direction my character is actually holding the rod, too, as I'm fishing. So it kind of helps kind of understand really what direction you're pulling them, I guess. If you were doubting which way you were going, I guess. Because as I'm holding the reel and I'm trying to direct the fish, it's hard for me to tell really how much I'm influencing them, so I think that's a nice touch, being able to see our character like that. We should talk. You might be thinking of wandering off further. Find bigger fish. But listen, empty boat came in yesterday. Slipped onto shore, quiet as anything. 2 kids were supposed to be on it. Couldn't find a trace. The water's keeping quiet. So please, stay where I can see you. Yes, sir. More importantly, I'm losing my appetite. I can't wait. I can't wait to eat the curly fries. Okay, let's move some stuff around. It says space to rotate, so you can do it like that if you want. Okay. But it doesn't like auto... what am I doing here? Maybe like this, because I wanted to pick this guy up and put him right here. A needlefish. Okay. Cool. They're waiting for you. Yeah, they are. And I will find them. And I will catch them. I mean, just take a second to, like, soak in this atmosphere. Nice. Alright, do we see any fish from here? Maybe the best way is to just kind of throw one out there. How far can we throw it? Okay. I'm not seeing any. Oh, there's some fish. I see them. Okay. There's a bunch of them. Let me get a different angle here. Man, they're pretty far out there, though. Maybe right here. So there's 5 fish here. Wow. We hit the mother lode. Oh my gosh. Gotcha. So you want to like turn against to where he's looking. I see. Wow, look at that. Don't do that to fish. I'm just goofing around and see what I can do with that. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. Hey, you have the tackle box. Come back. I haven't been fishing in a long time. I actually quite like it. Anyways, random fact there. I've caught some catfish and stuff before. Catfish are kind of a chore to catch, though, depending on where you are.
The butterflies are gathering again. Do you see them?
Yeah, I mean,
I get the feeling that all this is not for me. You think you are ready? Maybe? Cautious, I respect that. I've spent a lot of time with fish. I desperately try to get into the fish's head, feel what they feel. And I can say, for certain, that once caught, fish actually get pretty depressed. They seek guidance from anyone or anything. If you are earnest, they will listen. I am giving you the tackle box. Open it with tab. I want you to look inside, but this time, look for a fish you are willing to lose.
Right-click to remove him from the box. Use that fish to find whatever it is these tangs want to show us. And then wrap your line around it to bring it back. What is he talking about? For some reason, that did not make sense to me. So... right-click it. Oh! I have it in my hand. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is weird. Why am I doing this? Oh no, did I break the game? Oh no.
Come on. Give him back.
Oh, dang it. There we go. I hit escape and it dropped him. I don't know if I can get my line back up through. There we go. Keep hitting escape. Okay, got it. What? I don't know. What did he tell me to do? Open up the tackle box with tab. Right-click to equip one of your fish. Cast your line into the water. And use wads to control the fish. Once you find something, wrap your line around it and bring it back. Okay, that... I get it now. Okay. Wait, can I... Okay, whatever. Let me just do that again. Trying to walk up as much as I can so I don't mess it up again. Let's use another tang here. Throw him out there. And then I can control him. Okay. Oh. Ooh, this is cool. What's in here? Excuse me. Walking into me like that, or swimming into me. This is kind of weird. Hello? Oh my gosh. A body? Oh. I'm sorry. She's raising her hand. Frickin' grass, get out of my way. I'm trying to look at this. God. High five. This is weird. Oh, wrap it around. Okay, I see. Like this. Okay, I got it wrapped around pretty good. Let's go. Oh! No, the tang! She's squeezing it? Oh, okay. We're pulling. Give him back! He's mine! This is really cool. Oh. Oh! It scared me. Alright. Curly fries. The nice jam we got going on here. Tune. So the mermaid, is it more like her spirit that was telling us how to find her? Or because she like gave us the tang, and then we used the tang to find her body. That's pretty cool. Dude, just put your hand down there and grab it. Your hook is really stuck this time. Yeah. Tangled with her hair. Right. I don't know how this happened. I told you she grabbed my line. I'm gonna go with the first one. I see. Well, I think you found one of the missing girls. One of them? Oh my goodness. Whoa. What were their names? How do you know? It's just a safe assumption. There were two of them. Siblings. Strawberry blonde. Has she been down there long? Where's the other sibling? I am not sure. From what I understand, they were inseparable. Maybe they were twins? Have they been missing long? Why is she wrapped in plastic? Have they been missing long? Yes, for a while. That's really specific. Maybe a month? Where's their boat? You looking for clues? Should I go back and check for some? Should I go look for more elsewhere? Aren't those kind of the same thing? Let's do this. Should we call the police? Wow, this is a lot of questions. Yes, we should call the police. We found a corpse. Kids shouldn't be comfortable asking all these questions. This is not normal. You're not normal, you weirdo little kid. Answering your questions. That is not normal. I mean, they're curious. My hands are shaking. Still, I'll try to cut the hook loose. Don't tamper with the body, sir. Plot twist, he's the killer. How much hair do you need to cut, dude? Jeez. Are we gonna use this to catch fish? It's so brittle, it's so stiff. I don't know why I'm puzzled by this choice. I'll go with brittle. And coarse. Like it was marinated in sea salt. Like it was never meant to sink. I don't know. I'm going to bring her somewhere safe.
stay here. And we'll just keep fishing. Or, well, just keep fishing. You never know. The fish around here might have been the last witnesses to a murder. Yeah, maybe. Why not just leave her where she is and call the police? That's weird. Gonna burn a hole in that table. Oh, it looks like her hair. That slight orange hue. Strawberry blonde. Far below the surface. Somewhere. Are we like grown up now? Oh. Whoa. We're cool. About fishing. That's pretty cool. That was really enjoyable. Well, I'm going to go to the main menu now and review the game. And if you're just here for the gameplay, I appreciate you hanging out and watching my video. And if you'd like to see the review, then stick around. Okay, I'm back on the main menu, where now I'll review this playtest. And I'm going to start with visuals. So visually, I think the game is pretty awesome. It definitely gives off that retro aesthetic like Shenmue or games of old from the Sega era and whatnot. So I think it looks really cool. And I really like its attention to detail, just the textures of like her raincoat and the environment, and the character models look great in that regard. So I like the attention to detail there, as well as the fish. I think the fish look really good. And it just has this very pleasing aesthetic, and I really appreciate the attention to detail and what you did here in the visual department. And of course, the rain looks nice. It's very cozy. The little beachy area we're at has a very nice presentation, and I don't have any issues with it. Of course, you have the tackle box and the curly fries and stuff that you see sitting around, and the old man's chair, and I think all that looks great. You're able to really hit the nail on the head with this like nostalgic look about it. It's kind of like a Dreamcast game. I think Shenmue came out on Dreamcast. I'm not sure, but I really like it. Games back then didn't necessarily have this filter that you have, but I think the filter really helps give this game a nice sort of blend of everything. Just makes everything look just right. So visually across the board, I would say the game is really solid. I especially like how you did the hair with the mermaid and I guess her body. It just looks really nice, and I think it was very unique the way you did the hair. It's a small detail, but I really liked it. I thought it looked really convincing and unique. Anyways, like I said, across the board, the visuals are really solid. In terms of audio, I like the sort of quiet, subtle ambience being used here on the main menu. It sets the tone, I would say, fairly well. Very calm, but also this image of a woman submerged in water gives a very strange feeling as well. So an interesting sort of presentation here on the main menu. What definitely stands out to me in terms of audio is the music, and I would say the music is really well done. I very much like the tone that it conveys. While there is a bit of a mystery going on, it reminds me of kind of like Silent Hill, where the game has got this odd horror sort of approach, but has sort of upbeat music every once in a while. And I like that your game is sort of building this mystery with this tension under the surface, but you're able to apply this unique sort of vibe with the music that you have. Almost like, what's that game called? Like Deadly Premonition, I think kind of does that as well, where the game is like a mystery sort of detective style game, but it has this really funky, nice, nostalgic kind of music. I don't know how to describe that any better necessarily, but I really liked it. So the music I thought was really solid, and I think worked really well. And the sound design regarding the environment makes the world feel very convincing. I like the rain, of course. I love rain in video games, and I thought you did a great job with that. Of course, you have like the waterfall that you can stand by. You can just sort of hear just the natural sounds happening around you. And I think it does a really good job of immersing me, especially when I'm actually fishing, and when you throw your line into the water, you can hear what it's like to be underwater. And I think the way you did that worked really well. I think even little small details, like when the old man is moving in his chair, it kind of creaks a little bit like a chair like that would. So I like that a lot.
And overall, across the board, I would say the audio design is really well done. So great job with that. Now, in terms of mechanics, it's a fishing game, so it's pretty straightforward. I think it took me a little while to kind of understand how to maneuver and influence the fish in the correct way. And I think once I figured that out, it felt really nice. So no complaints there. Obviously, when you're just starting out in the game, you got to learn how to do it. So I wasn't going to get frustrated not understanding it right out of the gate. And I think the way you introduce the mechanics is pretty straightforward and easy to grasp. I didn't really know to expect how much further the mechanics were going to go, but I really liked the idea of using a fish to explore deeper underwater for mysteries or potentially clues later on down the road, and having him wrap our line, the fish, around the dead woman's hand and then kind of drag her out. That whole sequence I thought was really cool. So I really like that while on the surface it is just a fishing game, that there's a little bit more depth to it, and I think that makes the gameplay very satisfying. Of course, we also have our tackle box where we can keep fish, which I assume at some point having a money value that maybe we can sell them for potential upgrades, I assume in the future. And being able to rearrange them is really nice. And we also had a notebook in there, which I assume will keep track of our clues in the full game. So really cool stuff there. It is simple, but I think very effective way to implement mechanics into a fishing game. And I think your inspirations from the Sega bass fishing games definitely shows here. You know, with the ridicule showing how far you can cast and things like that. So all of that comes together pretty well. I like also the implementation of dialogue. I'm not sure how influential the choices are, but obviously playing the full game, a lot of that I'm sure will make a lot more sense. And I like the symbolism used throughout with her curly hair and the curly fries and things like that. So, and like I said, I assume maybe the mermaid represents the spirit of the dead woman and kind of tying all of the fishing aspects together with the story, but that's just an assumption of mine. I'm not really sure. But I like how all of that was presented, and like I said, mechanically, I would say the game is pretty solid. You don't try too hard to reinvent fishing in a video game, and I think that's a good idea, and I'm glad that you showed some restraint there. I'm also very much looking forward to finding more clues and fishing in the full game, so really cool stuff here. Now, in terms of story and concept, I'm not sure what to really say much about the story, but I can see where it's going, and I really like it. It definitely gets me intrigued. It has my attention of, okay, we're fishing, we're just kind of chilling, learning about fish and sort of their symbolism and their influence, especially regarding our grandfather or father that we're with, how to respect the fish and what they represent and whatnot. That's kind of what I was getting from the story. I like how it started out that way, but of course it becomes more of a mystery when we happen to fish up a dead person. So yeah, definitely took a turn there, but I think I'm very intrigued to see where this goes. Obviously, it showed us being an adult or grown up at the end of the playtest here, and I assume further down the road, we'll be fishing more, maybe trying to find the second missing woman. And as we do so, we'll look for clues and maybe learn more about ourselves, more about the fish, and maybe our past and our grandfather, father's, guardian's past as well, because he's a very intriguing character. So this definitely doesn't have a lot of depth to the story quite yet, but I think it's a nice teaser for what we can expect. And it, like I said, it has me very interested in what is lying in wait for us. It's definitely esoteric to begin with, and I think that's a great way to start. So in terms of story so far, I would say it's definitely a great first impression. Now in terms of the concept of the game, I think the concept is great. I haven't played a lot of fishing games on my channel a couple times. I've played some of the Sega bass fishing games or something like that in general growing up, and I never really got into them, but of course playing games like Legend of Zelda, there's always like little fishing mini games, especially in Ocarina of Time, and that reminded me of that as well, and I thought that was really cool. So it has this very nice nostalgic sort of appeal to it, and seeing your twist on fishing mechanics and just the overall themes of the game, I would say makes this game conceptually very interesting, and it has a lot of potential. Now, in terms of performance, the game out of the gate started having some hitching. It would kind of skip, had some frame drops here and there. It only happened a handful of times, but I'm curious of why that was behaving that way. I didn't assume this game would necessarily be all that straining on my computer or anything like that, which I don't believe it is, but it definitely had some odd performance to begin with, and I think it smoothed out eventually. Maybe one or two more times towards the end, I had a little skip, like a little hitch, as I call it, and I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. It didn't break my immersion necessarily, but it had me concerned slightly right out of the gate, but like I said, it smoothed out eventually, and I'm glad it did, because I was really into this. Obviously, this is a playtest, so you'll be hard at work fine-tuning some aspects of this with all the feedback you're going to get. So, like I said, it was a little surprising to see it kind of skipping and having those problems early on. So, just wanted to point that out. That's just from my own personal experience. But aside from that, the game performed really well, and I think everything looked smooth and put together, and obviously this is well crafted, I would say, and I just think a couple of things like that need to be adjusted to make it a little bit more of a consistent performance. Now, in terms of settings, I don't see any settings here on the main menu, or I didn't check in game either. I think hitting escape didn't bring up a menu, so there are no settings, which is unfortunate, but nothing really stood out to me that would need a lot of adjusting. I thought the volume mixing was fine, and aside from it having a few hiccups, I don't know if adjusting settings would necessarily fix that. There's something else going on there causing that, but hopefully in the full game you will decide to add some kind of options. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine too. But I'd always like to say that options are a good thing. Them missing from the playtest isn't a big deal, but I'm curious to know if you plan on adding more later down the road. But anyways, with all that being said, I would say my final judgment for the About Fishing playtest is I would say it's very good. I liked pretty much every aspect of this game. Everything came together really well to create a very unique experience. Its visual presentation is really solid. I really like its audio design as well, the ambience and the music especially. Mechanically, while being just a fishing game, has a little bit more depth to it than I expected when it comes to finding clues and using fish to explore deeper in the depths. The story, while really vague, I think sets a nice first impression and really got me intrigued in what's going on with these missing women and what we're going to do about it now that we've grown up. And also the concept is really solid as well. I really like what you got going on here. And while I might be mixed about the performance, I think in general it performed very well, and even with the lack of options, I would say this game is well crafted, and maybe in the future you plan on adding some options. I think that would be welcomed. So overall, a really solid game. Even for a playtest, I would say this has a lot going for it, and it's a solid first impression, and I'm looking forward to seeing what lies in wait in the full game, because I thought this was very interesting. So keep up the great work, and I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this game? Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you have anything to add? Do you just want to say hi? Let me know what's up. And don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything, and go play this game for yourself and form your own opinion. And if you'd like to support my channel, hit subscribe, leave a like, comment, and share the video. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I will have links to my socials in the description if that interests you. And I think if you're watching my video, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think that's all I have to say about it. So thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget.
The pale moth is always watching.